Ever notice how a younger woman looks at you just a little too long, but you brush it off? Maybe you thought it was nothing, or just being polite. But here's the truth. Older men consistently miss the subtle yet powerful signs that a younger woman is actually into them. And not in a daughterly sweet way, but in a deeply attracted way. And if you're not paying attention, you'll keep missing out. But not anymore. Now, before we dive deeper into this, take 2 seconds. If you're someone who values quiet confidence, real-world relationship wisdom, and how Stoic masculinity gives you the upper hand in modern dating, hit that subscribe button. Let's keep this fire of awareness burning. Let's talk about the first sign, and it's probably the one older men shrug off the fastest. She teases your age, but with a smile. You might think she's just being playful, and she is. But why would a younger woman bring up your age? Unless she's mentally noting the contrast. It's a subtle way to highlight your maturity while showing interest in how different you are from the guys her age. She might say something like, "You probably don't even know what TikTok is, huh?" Or, "You remind me of those older movie stars." She's not mocking you. She's flirting. She's drawing attention to your confidence, your calm, and that mysterious aura that comes with experience. If she wasn't into you, she'd just keep the conversation neutral. Now let's move into body language, the secret weapon she hopes you don't notice. When a younger woman likes you, her body will tell you long before her words do. Does she lean in when you talk? Does she subtly mirror your movements? Does her posture shift from closed to open when you walk into the room? You see, younger women who are attracted to older men often admire their presence, not just their words, but their energy. So when you speak and she gives you undivided attention, that's a green light most older men ignore, thinking, she's just being nice. Women are rarely just being nice with their full body, especially not with consistent eye contact, giggles, and playful touches on the arm. Here's a big one you absolutely need to recognize. She asks you deep questions. Younger women who are attracted to older men don't waste time with surface-level talk. If she's asking you about your beliefs, your goals, your views on life and relationships, she's building an emotional connection. She sees you as a vault of wisdom, someone who offers more than what the average guy her age can. And by asking those questions, she's trying to tap into that depth, trying to see if you're open to letting her in. And here's something subtle, but deadly accurate. She compliments things other women overlook. She doesn't just say, "You look nice." Instead, she says something like, "I love how calm you are under pressure," or "There's something really solid about the way you speak." Those are not random compliments. That's a woman studying you, noticing traits that come from experience, growth, and maturity. She admires your groundedness, your stillness. That's attraction in its most authentic form. Let's flip the script now. What if she's always around? If she shows up to places where she knows you'll be or stays in your orbit during group conversations, that's not coincidence. It's proximity. And proximity is the modern form of flirting. She might not always initiate. She might not always talk first, but she will make sure she's close. And if she starts doing small favors, grabbing your coffee, offering help with something, laughing a little too hard at your jokes, understand this. It's not random. It's intention. She's trying to make you feel noticed without putting herself out there directly. Why? Because you're older. She assumes you'll make the move if you notice the signal. The question is, do you? Now here's a mistake most older men make. They assume younger women only want guys their own age. But that's not true for many women, especially emotionally mature ones. In fact, many younger women are exhausted by the emotional immaturity, indecisiveness, and chaos that comes with guys in their 20s. They're drawn to the older man who doesn't chase, who knows who he is, who listens without trying to fix everything, who dresses with intentionality and carries himself like he owns the ground he walks on. So if you embody those traits and she's giving you these signals, don't doubt it. She's not confused. She's impressed. Let's talk about the digital signs now, because this is where modern attraction plays out. If a younger woman starts responding to your stories on Instagram or reacts to your posts with laughing emojis, fire emojis, or sends you reels she thinks you'll enjoy, that's her trying to create casual engagement. But don't mistake it for casual interest. This is her version of knocking gently on your door. She's creating tiny openings for you to deepen the interaction. Most men ignore this because they assume it's just social media. But in today's world, that's how interest is shown. Ignore that at your own risk. Another sign that's rarely talked about: she tries to impress you with emotional maturity. Ever notice a younger woman who suddenly starts talking about self-awareness, therapy, communication, emotional regulation? She's not trying to teach you anything. She's trying to match you. She sees you as someone with emotional depth and wants to show you that she's not like the others, that she's different, that she's not just attracted to you, but worthy of being with you. And that is not something you'll find on a dating profile. Now here's the twist. Younger women who like older men will often say the opposite. They'll casually mention, "I don't usually go for older guys," or "You're different for your age." That's a shield, a smokescreen, a way to test how you respond. They want to see if you'll stay confident, unshaken, or if you'll start trying to convince them. The more stoic your response, the more attracted they become. Why? Because older men who are attractive don't need validation. And that emotional strength, that's like gravity to a younger woman looking for more than fleeting attention. And here's one more that most men never realize. She shares personal problems or seeks your advice. You might think, "Oh, she just sees me as someone older and wiser." But think about it. Why you? Why not her girlfriends, her co-workers, her mom? Because she respects your mind and wants to form a deeper bond. When a younger woman lets you into her vulnerable world, that's not an accident. That's a signal, an opening. And what you do next determines whether you stay just a wise friend or become something more. So what should you do if you start noticing these signs? Here's what not to do. Don't overreact. Don't rush. Don't suddenly flip into chase mode. Instead, stay grounded. Stay intentional. Let your actions show interest without desperation. Engage her in real conversations. Ask her meaningful questions. Tease a little, not to impress her, but to reveal your confidence. Don't act surprised by her interest. Receive it like a man who knows what he brings to the table. And if the moment feels right, escalate. Not with cheesy pickup lines or games, but with calm directness. Because older men don't win by being slick. They win by being real. Remember, she's not just attracted to your looks. She's attracted to your presence, your stillness, your mastery of self. Here's the bottom line. Most men go through life missing these signals, thinking younger women are either out of their league or just being nice. But if you're observant, emotionally sharp, and confident in who you are, you'll start noticing the invitations that were always there. So the next time a younger woman teases your age, mirrors your posture, lingers in conversation, or shares her emotional world with you, don't brush it off. Lean in, because attraction doesn't always announce itself with fireworks. Sometimes it whispers. The question is, are you listening? Now, if you want to go even deeper into how to use emotional control, presence, and masculine stillness to attract the right kind of women, watch the next video popping up right here. Let's sharpen your edge.